Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm DM Dan. We are playing CyberPunk Red, which of course is the cyberpunk tabletop role-playing game that takes place about 40 years prior to the wildly popular and ever so buggy
Go ahead.
video game.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Um, we are one crew down, but hopefully he's going to pop back up. So I'm going to go ahead and go through the introductions. It's been a while since we've been up here. So I will start up with Jay. How's it going, Jay? If you can give two sentences about who you're playing and hi.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jay. I'm playing a character called Nate, otherwise known as Midnight, when he's out on the streets. He is a rocker boy with big hopes and bigger dreams that one day will come true.
Awesome, awesome. How about Frenchie? Anthony, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. Anthony playing Frenchie, the medtech member of Trauma Team, and helping out these guys on the side.
Awesome, awesome. How about you, Mark? How you doing?
I am doing well. I am Mark. I'm playing Bishop, a netrunner who does not show his face, has a mask, and also a flashy
You were
shotgun.
coming through pretty quiet.
Uh, that's odd. How about now? Is it better?
Perfect.
Okay, great.
Okay, so we're gonna do kind of a last time on and spend a little bit. You guys have been pulling missions for various people. You completed a mission out at a oil rig, finding out that somebody had replaced the Biotechnica firm there, who were growing food bits, kelpo bits and the like, for commerce, and had essentially some laboratories underneath the water as well. And you guys went and just heard an echo. That was weird. And oh, are we getting blown out again, Mark? Is that what you were indicating? I can't hear you. Are we good? I just need a thumbs up if we're good. Okay. You guys figured out that somebody had taken over experimentation on the oil drilling and were trying to install some kind of cybernetics into corpses, trying to run kind of through their neural network, run programs through their neural network, both prior to and post mortem. And Anthony, do you remember what the name of the doctor was that was listed in that documentation?
West Haven.
That's right. Which ties to some of the other stuff, I believe, correct?
Yes. Did you want me to go over that, or?
Yeah, let's go over that real quick, just so it doesn't get lost.
All right. So Dr. Charles West Haven, formerly of a subcorp under Biotechnica called Rossum Universal Industries, was researching cybertech with the intent of curing cyberpsychosis. So by installing an artificial intelligence monitoring system into a person's neuralware, it would monitor the brain wave, the brain patterns, and regulate to make sure the person is A-okay. Ended up going through some very nefarious uses of brain control and mind control that's been going down.
Awesome. So some pretty creepy stuff down that path. Most recently, you guys got contacted by and got assigned a task by Mr. Flash. And Mr. Flash has only been seen by his icon, as many fixers do. His icon being a comedy mask, and two white jazz hand gloves and a top hat. And he had called you guys out to a rooftop and then offered you a job via a huge projection screen that he had shut down a small portion of the business district to give you that message. Obviously a show of force, as it will. And the job was to go and get a mint Magic the Gathering Jester's Cap from one of a couple different sources. But you guys traveled down into the southern sections of the city, down into the old towns, which are past the wall that has been put up to protect the lower portions of the city, down into. Did you have something to say, Bishop?
Yeah, just I wanted to retcon one thing in real quick before we. I know where we're headed. Where we actually left off in a fight, but as we would have been heading in the boat, I would have said something that I wanted to say last time we played, and I wasn't able to do.
Okay,
So if it's okay, I'd like to retcon a quick conversation in.
sure.
Okay, hold on, but I gotta turn the echo thing off. So hold on.
Oh man, I let someone work on my speech synthesizer and now it's on the fritz. I sound so weird. It was that stupid lightning. Completely fritzed my mask, but I've got it working again. My voice synthesizer was shorting out, and now I have this horrific voice instead.
I mean, I suppose it's not that bad. Oh no. This is what I'm talking about.
Sometimes, for no apparent reason, it will just cycle between voices. Anyone want a cuppa?
So please bear with me, yeah? Right.
That's it.
That's amazing.
Very well done.
Very well done. Did any of you have any replies for that?
Can we leave him on the oil rig?
It's far too long to leave him on the oil rig.
You missed
could
that
probably
window of
leave-
opportunity.
Yeah, you
can
missed it when-
retcon things. We can't retcon things. Come on.
You guys make your way down past Lake Salvador into Old Nolans. If you remember, the Militech perimeter fence. There was a bunch of activity going on there. And as you guys sprinted across the open area, which was actually a couple of gates, you heard the gate opening behind you, but it looks like they had left the Militech compound for another purpose and weren't actually chasing after you. You dove into the heavily overgrown and kind of dilapidated neighborhoods on the other side, and eventually found yourself in kind of a business area, more like kind of like an area that might have had small stores in the suburbs of Old New Orleans, or Old Nolans, as this area has been so named. As you approached one of these large stores, a store that has Tent Penny emblazoned on its sign, it's a two-story building, and you heard a gunshot, and chips of cement at your feet kind of exploded in small patterns. And somebody on top of the building, very visible, said, you may have to remind me, but I think he said something along the lines of, "Don't take one step further."
Oh shit. Don't shoot us. I love 10th Penny comics.
I think that's where we stopped. Is that an accurate? Okay.
Should I assume, integrating Frenchie back into the party, that it's not Frenchie that's sitting up on the roof that's shooting at the players?
It is not Frenchie. Frenchie was reading a book in the background this whole time, just kind of following along.
No, we stored him in the boat in one of the bilge things.
Guys, can I get up now?
Go to Chrysler. Go to Chrysler.
As a note for anybody out there, if you're hearing a high-pitched whine, it's not anything overly weird. I have a 3D printer in the background right now that I hadn't considered the fact that this was game night and started something printing. So you're not hearing things. Well, you are hearing things, but it's not something strange that you shouldn't be hearing. Do we have any chosen actions?
No, I said that.
Frenchie's going to attempt to take cover behind one of the nearby walls.
Okay. You don't need to roll for that. He took maybe 1 or 2 shots, but they were obviously intended just to intimidate. So you kind of French maneuvers behind a half wall, like a chipped half wall nearby. What about Midnight?
Last thing he did was make a stealth roll, and I think he was trying to get also to cover, but more like in the shadow to sort of augment his stealthiness. I think we were on a different map, though. Are you moving our tokens, or are we staying put?
Oh no, I'll move the tokens.
Okay. Because I think my choice of locale was dependent on the map, too.
I don't think I had I think everything was theater of the mind at that point.
Was it?
Yeah, because I'm not seeing a.
Well, so be it. Yeah, so he wants to basically stealth into a spot where he might be able to stay out of sight, but maybe peer up and kind of get a vantage point so he can sort of perceive what the heck's going on more clearly.
And do you remember what you rolled? I was scrolling up to see if come on.
Well, that's
brain.
why I thought our tokens were somewhere, because I always save it on the token. I'm pretty sure it was in the teens. I remember it being good. I don't remember being blown away or anything, but I remember being like, "Oh, okay, good." That seemed like a good roll. So I can roll again if you want, or you can just proceed and just assume what you want.
I'll proceed. I'll give you a high number, like 5.
I can roll again.
I'm just kidding. I'll consider you well hidden.
Cool. Thank you.
No problem. It is still dark too. Just so you guys know, it seems that there's a flickering flame light up near the man, like he's on the roof of the building, but there's like some kind of fire up there, a controlled fire up there. Other than that, there's not a lot of light in this area.
Is this just a road that we just have to keep going past, or?
No, so 10th Penny is at the coordinates that you guys had received to talk to this person. And if I'm remembering correctly, I think his name was John, and he had a copy. He's one of the people that is known to have a copy of at least this Magic the Gathering card in mint condition.
Okay, so Mr. Flash was the original, the fixer, and the job is from somebody named 10th Penny to meet with somebody named John to obtain the mint jester's hat.
What?
I'm so confused what's going on right now.
Okay, the company. So there's a comic book store.
Yeah, well,
There's a
10th
comic book
Penny is
store.
the comic book store. John is the proprietor of the comic book store. We were sent by Mr. Flash to get a Magic the Gathering card in mint condition from John at
Yes.
10th Penny.
Okay, so 10th Penny is the location.
10th, 10, 10th. Mark,
10th
can you explain 10th Penny Comics real quick, please?
Yeah, once upon a time, comics only cost anywhere from 30 cents to 50 cents. And so, and if you went back far enough, they only cost 10 cents. So you'd be able to buy a comic with every 10th penny that you saved, which is where that came from.
Okay, so 10th Penny is the comic book store.
Correct.
The proprietor of the store is named John.
Yes.
And he should have the Magic the Gathering Jester's hat, which I assume is a card.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's the building that dude is standing on the roof of and shooting us?
Correct.
Okay.
And
Okay.
if
I thought I understood what was going on. I was way wrong.
if I have an action, I'd like to take an action. If not, I get it. Let me know. When.
No, you can have an action.
Because like I've got my hands up and I've changed my mask to this one because it was full black. Now we can see at least something that he's talking at instead of a black silhouette.
Okay.
I'd like to talk to you about buying some Magic, the Gathering cards. Do you know how hard it was to get here? I'd hate to leave empty-handed.
Okay, give me 1 second. I am going to try and do this for you guys for better visuals. Pop, grab that, copy, and put it there. Okay, and then I apologize, guys. 1 second. And we'll make you. And while I'm at it, no,
Hey, what's up, J-Deb? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well tonight.
this episode brought to you by Danger Girl Detective Agency. If you've got a problem, she's your answer. And trust me, she has all the answers. And then, nope, that one. And he will be this guy. Right up here. Okay, now I will transfer you guys. Now, I know it's sunny, and it's not actually sunny, it's dark, but this is what it looks like. You guys see it, I hope?
Yeah.
Okay, so the four of you are down kind of on the street level. Midnight has stayed further back behind this almost completely covered house. Bishop, you're actually standing out more in front of people as you're kind of talking to him.
Yep.
Frenchie, you dove. If you move your guy, you can see you're actually behind like a wall, like a berm. And then Hector's actually back behind and down. He's completely hidden right now off that street. And then John is up on top of Tenpenny, which is this building. Now, Bishop, you had said you were interested in purchasing some Magic the Gathering cards.
Yes.
Okay. What? Okay. You see that he kind of eyes you and says, "You seem way too young to know about that game."
Stand by one.
Actually, I heard about it from a friend. He said if I wanted to get started right, I needed a jester's cap.
Well, I hate to tell you there, youngin, but even in these future times, that's an expensive. Yeah, your friend's got expensive tastes. You know, they've got versions of that game up on the slow net, on the retro net. You could probably download the digital. That seems more your style there, fancy man.
So slow. Sorry.
Yeah, but there's something to be said for playing with friends around a table. How much are we talking for one?
Well, I only have two, and they're both pretty choice cards. Y'all have weapons down there?
Bishop nods.
He seems to only note, like he's watching you and the wall that Frenchie is kind of hidden behind right now. So it doesn't seem like he's even noticed Midnight or Hector. He says, "Let me see him."
And
Talking about the weapons.
I'll show my little pistol.
And Frenchie will, still behind the wall, lift the rifle up so you can see that there's an assault rifle.
Can Midnight take an action while they're doing that?
Yeah.
He would like to athletically maneuver up and around, and basically he wants to try to get up to where this guy is, but around the side without him noticing.
Get up to where he is?
Yeah.
So he's on the second story of this building. You want to get onto the second story of that building?
Yeah, I'll just climb, through the alley or up a fire escape, or unless it's littered with landmines or something. Yeah, he wants to get up there.
It's littered with a lot of bushes and weeds and that weed. So it's going to be far more difficult to do that without making noise or becoming obvious. Almost like when you dance on a spider web.
So
Because
can I try two different rolls then?
you can, yeah, sure. I'm just letting you know why it's going to be so difficult. That's all.
Okay.
So I would say an athletics check for the climbs, and
Right.
a stealth check for the trying to be stealthy.
Yeah. How's that look?
You feel like you're being very stealthy, and while you're climbing kind of the kudzu and stuff, it's not able to really support your weight, so you're trying to find other leverages. But you note that because it's so overgrown, it's making a lot of the plant dance underneath your grip.
In that case, you can put my character token as far as you will let me go in the time that has been given.
So you're coming around this building. I'd say you're probably here, like here, but on the other side of the building that you were behind. So
Okay.
you know what I mean? Like you're between this building and this building.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, because not much has happened. He says, "All right, the two of you, go ahead and walk out and meet me at the front door, and you'll be leaving your weapons outside. I'll trust you because I need the business. I mean, let's be honest, but I I got some pristine stuff in here." And you see him disappear from the rooftop.
Now he's speaking loud enough for Nate can hear him.
Yeah, I mean you're Nate's about the same distance away that Bishop is right now.
I get you. As he moves, Midnight's going to continue to move, and he's still going to try to get around or find another entrance or get up on the top. Or basically, he wants to access this building without this guy knowing.
So
While he's talking to Bishop and Frenchie.
as Midnight's moving around, he notes that there is kind of a fire escape on the side of the building, but it stops at the second level. So it doesn't come all the way to the ground, and it looks like it's been snapped off. Most of the windows of this area have either been broken out or boarded up, and being that this guy lives in this business, it looks like he's boarded up most of his windows. There might be a back door that you can literally break into, but your guess as you've been passing these buildings that are all boarded up would be that obviously this guy cares about security and he doesn't want people sneaking in and stealing his stuff, so he probably boarded up the back door, if you were to guess.
So you're saying that 17 athletics is not enough to free climb his building to where he was?
No, it is not.
Okay.
So Frenchie's going to turn to Bishop. It's like, look, this guy's already shot at us as a warding shot. I don't trust him. I'm not going to walk in there. I don't think we should both walk in there without our weapons. I'll stay outside. You go in and call out if you need, and then I'll come
Bishop
support.
nods in agreement, so he doesn't have to type out a response to you.
Okay.
And
So Frenchie's gonna stay. Go ahead.
When he comes down to the door, he will see me hand the gun over the wall to you, and then go straight in with hands up.
Okay, so Frenchie's going to stand. I assume there's like a walkway onto this patio or something.
So there's the stairs over here that lead up to the porch. You can kind of, you can't really see it, but there's stairs that go right here. And then once you're up on the porch, you can see out over a lot of the area. And you can see in. And now that you're up here on this first floor, you can see that that the most of the front. What happened?
I think the apartment building across the railroad tried to start a fire.
Are you serious?
Yeah, like if you come,
I can't.
come out here, but,
No.
like, I'll take a picture.
Wow. We heard an explosion earlier that I was pretty sure was a firework, but Naomi says she thinks that the apartment across the railroad tracks exploded.
That's no bueno.
I hope everybody's okay. You see that most of the front windows areas have been boarded up, but it's strange because, like some places, some businesses in I want to say the olden days, but like 40 or 50 years ago, would have paintings done on their glass storefronts of different characters or sales or that kind of stuff. It looks like he or somebody he hired did that with the plywood that is covering most of these open areas. You also note that this front stoop, passing a lot of the other abandoned buildings, I mean, they're in quite a state of disrepair. This has been taken care of about as well as you can for a building that's falling apart. So it looks like it's swept off in the I want to call them stanchions, but they are like the 4x4s holding up the second story.
Mm-hmm.
Have been well taken care of or repaired or replaced, though not replaced with new lumber. It looks like this is a lot of the things that have been replaced scavenged from local businesses or local buildings in the area.
So
you also note as you come up that the front windows here and here are actually glass, which you don't see glass in most of the other buildings you pass, but it looks like he replaced the glass on the second story.
And so I would have waited until he got near the door, saw that I handed the gun to Frenchie, and then came up to the door with my hands up and stood in front of the front door.
Okay. As he walks in, he kind of scans, or he walks in and opens two large plywood doors. As he does, you can see a robot standing behind him. It looks like oh crap.
That's from our front lawn.
Wow.
Looks like a fire.
Yeah, that's from our front lawn. I hope everybody's okay. That's awful. He opens up the two and you can see a robot holding a shotgun behind him. It's single red eye glowing in the darkness. And he says, did you say you placed your pistol on the ground?
I handed it over to Frenchie.
Okay, he says...
And then separated from Frenchie.
He says, I don't see your pistol. And then he looks around the corner at Frenchie and sees that Frenchie's way back on the porch.
Yeah.
And he goes, all right, come on in. You stay where you are.
And then I say to him,
He's going to stay out here. He's not interested in magic, sadly. Can't account for taste. You say you have two of them? Perhaps we can come to some sort of arrangement or trade or partial trade for one. If you have security systems, I can try and shore them up. Heck, with how awesome 10th Penny is, maybe you have a server.
He gives you a kind of a strange look and says, well, come on in, let's see what we can do. And then he passes you, and you can see the robot seems to be eyeing you. He passes you and looks outside, sees Frenchie, looks the other direction, does not see Midnight, it seems, and then closes the large plywood doors. And as he does, Frenchie and Frenchie you hear, Bishop you see, he puts almost like the medieval style, what is it, a truncheon? Over two pieces of iron bars to hold. It's like when they close the castle gates and they put that big 4x4 across the front doors,
Great.
so that from the inside it's secure. Midnight, as these doors close, what are you doing?
Since he decides that climbing into this particular building is not going to work out, he's going to see how high he can get on this building here. Basically, his assumption is based on what had happened prior to us getting here is that something weird's going to happen. And it don't make no sense for all of us to go in there and negotiate for a Magic the Gathering card. So he wants to have a better ground, higher ground. You know, he wants to do a Kenobi maneuver because if something weird happens, he wants to either be able to, you know, swing across the alleyway into a window or shoot somebody that's trying to attack somebody. Basically, he wants to provide cover or support.
So, looking at this picture now, you are fairly certain you would be able to climb up to or go into the building and get up to this.
Yeah, I was thinking like right.
Yeah, and you might even be able to jump across if you wanted to jump across, or just have Overwatch from that location.
I think he's going to get there and he's going to wait and just sort of just kind of listen because he does have enhanced hearing. He's going to try to listen to the conversation going on inside the building.
Okay.
And
oh yeah, he does.
Frenchie's going to make a point not to look anywhere where Midnight might be sitting at to potentially give away the position.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to drop some Eves, and I'm going to have a +2 bonus to a perception whenever you let me give one.
Weren't some of us using comms?
To my knowledge, I know I have them. I don't know who else does.
I know no
I think
one
we
has
all do.
them, but I thought she passed them out for this mission.
I think this particular conversation has come up like 4 times and nothing ever happens. And I'm always the one to say I've got them and nobody else seems to want to do it.
No one purchased them and handed them out, but I don't think no one took them back.
So it sounds like we all have them.
Okay. So then you guys should be able to hear my
Well, either way, here is this just for posterity. And that's my action.
Okay. Stupid mouse. Okay. Bishop, you move into the house with John, there. And you see that the inside of the house, most of the walls are bare. There are some posters that are hung up that are yellowed with age. Many of them are so old and weather beaten because the humidity here is awful. That you can't even really tell what they once were. But you can kind of pick out, one looks like it might have been for a movie, for back something future. A couple of them are for advertisements for different board games or card games that you've never heard of. And as he's walking back, you can see that there's a hallway that goes left and right and straight. There's another set of plywood doors back here, but they seem to be locked in the same fashion as the ones you just passed. This store looks like it definitely wasn't a store in its first life. It is definitely set up more residential, though as you pass doorways and look into rooms, you can see that, for example, this first room that you pass here has long boxes of comics. Many of them different colors, many of them yellowed with age or pockmarked by some kind of mold. But there are hundreds of long boxes of comics in this room. The scent of mildew and that kind of wet paper smell kind of overloads you as you walk past. To this side over here, you can see stacks and stacks and stacks of very small, black and clear containers, cases, about this big, stacked almost floor to ceiling in different rows, and you're starting to get a definite hoarder vibe, where he probably has a system where he can tell you, hopefully he would have a system where he can tell you where and what each of these things are, but go ahead and roll me a, is it culture? No. Come on. Roll me an education
Education.
or basic tech, whichever is better for you.
I gotta find education first. Hold on. Education skills. Is there an education?
Education, yeah, education is like the 7th one down. They're in alphabetical order, I think.
I see endurance.
Under education skills?
Oh, sorry. I don't. Yeah, all I see is language, library search, local expert, science, tactics, and wilderness survival under education skills. Oh, sorry. There's 2 education skills. My bad. They're exactly the same. Sorry. Okay. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it keeps going. It starts in that first row. You recognize those cases as DVD cases and video game cases from the early 2000s. They used to hold cartridges that would have full movies or video games on them. And then as you keep walking, he turns left down the next hallway. To the right, you can see there's listings for different types of books, and you also see a sign that points to a bathroom back here as he disappears around the corner.
Can I say 2 things while we're walking?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Nice robot. He have a name? Besides Killer?
Yeah, we call him JR.
I love you so much.
He watches over things, but he doesn't have great people skills.
I imagine it must be tough running a comic shop in this day and age. You know, I spend a lot of time in clubs. If you have promotional materials, I can put some up on the boards for you. Kind of guerrilla marketing.
Well, I appreciate that. I'd love to get the word out for this place. I have one of the largest collections, well, in the area. And he starts moving boxes out of the way to get to a door that is right here. With your listens check, are you back, Midnight?
Yeah, my
Okay.
back got buried by the Blockbuster sign.
Nice. As you are climbing up there and you kind of tune your ears in, you hear something that sounds like something shuffling near the wall, like right here. And there's kind of an open window, but it's been boarded up on this wall. There, I don't need it to be so large. And you can kind of see through cracks in the boards that somebody's moving something right in that area. Because he's moving boxes here.
Okay.
Frenchie, you hear a shuffling sound as the large wood, like that large that you heard shuffle into place, gets dropped to the floor. The doors creak open, and you see a
I probably wouldn't see anything because I'm waiting outside of
Yeah,
with
no,
plywood
I know.
windows.
No, I know. The plywood doors at the front of the building open, and the robot walks out. But when I say walks out, he's not taking like heavy, well thought out steps. He's taking very rickety steps, almost like he's like a 1950s robot. You know what I mean? If there was somebody in there, which there's not, but if there was somebody in there, they would be trying to act like a robot in the 1950s. Is that a better description?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he kind of stumbles out and then turns and pushes the doors closed behind him, and then stands out in front with his shotgun, just staring straight ahead.
Interesting. I'll make sure the assault rifle's easily accessible, though not currently being wielded, because I don't want to alarm said robot, trigger the robot.
Okay.
But I will call out as a question, danger, Will Robinson. That's a line, right? That's a thing.
The face with a single red eye turns to you, and you can see its shoulders go, and it turns back forward. Bishop, are you still standing where you were standing?
I'm following him wherever he went.
Okay. Do you see the map?
Yes.
Okay. As you move around the corner, he moves boxes. He walks into this, what looks like this room.
Okay.
And you see now that it is stairs down into a darkened cellar.
Great. While we go down the stairs, I have one more thing to say to him. Hopefully, able to butter him up.
While you're typing that out,
I'm already typing.
Frenchie's just going to call out for a comm check for you, Bishop. Make sure you're okay.
What do you say?
You okay in there, Bishop?
Mm-hmm.
You get a thumbs up as a reply.
That I can't see.
Bracket. Thumbs up. Emote. Bracket.
Okay, he's fine.
It's no problem. You know, I enjoy leaving things on display.
Okay.
I was going to say whenever you're ready.
Okay.
It's no problem. You know, I enjoy reading things on display just fine, but there's something different and kind of fulfilling about holding something in your hand, seeing the print on page and feeling it while you read it. And comics have some of the best artwork ever done. It's part of the reason my friend told me I'd like Magic the Gathering. The cards feel good and the art is exceptional.
That's what I say as we're going down the stairs.
He looks over his shoulder at you as you're saying that, and shakes his head like he didn't expect that answer to come from you and hasn't heard it in a long time. As you're walking with him, you can see that his age is definitely showing. He's probably in his late 60s, maybe even early 70s. And as you make your way down the stairs, you can smell the weather has come into this cellar. He flips a switch and lights that are fitted into the ceiling come on. You can see that it had once been a carpeted room, a large carpeted room, that has several folding tables and probably 100 folding chairs all set up as tournament style, like you and I would recognize.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if anybody else would. All kind of along this upper wall, and most of them are covered with detritus and scrap and stuff that he's moved out of the way. The floor, once carpeted, has seen better days. Most of it is falling apart, whether by age or mold or just straight humidity damage. So as you step out onto it, you get the sensation of stepping onto top ramen, but also see this of like just gross aerosolized carpet that clings to your boots and lower parts of your jacket.
As soon as I see that puff, I say,
Have you ever thought about getting a chicken sandwich CGC graded? I've always thought about sending one off, but it's so hard to find chicken nowadays.
Nice. This episode's rife with inside jokes. He shakes it, he turns to your head and says, "A chicken sandwich? I don't even think that the folks that grade this stuff anymore, but I can tell you, if you sent that in, they would definitely remember it."
probably.
And as he walks back, you can see there's a complete shift. About halfway across the room, it looks like there's a pile of carpet that has been scraped away or swept away, and you step over this small berm of just completely destroyed carpet onto concrete floor. This wall here is brick, and it looks like it's been scrubbed down or at least swept down. And this area is a lot drier than you would have expected for the rest of the house. There's actually a small, what looks like dehumidifier in each of the corners plugged in, and though they're off, it looks like those probably are what is allowing this area to be so dry. Along this wall and near the center are several bookshelves, and the bookshelves have boxes that are all labeled very well, and you can see he has a couple of sealed boxes of something that say Magic the Gathering, but it's a box like this that has designs on it and it's plastic wrapped. And as he comes to the back, he says, "Well, I can tell you, these cards ain't cheap. But really, all you wanted, all your friend said was to start with a jester's cap? That's an odd request. Let me see what I can do." And he starts digging through and says, "What do you said you were interested in trade? What do you have to trade?" As he's looking through the boxes.
Is it all right if I don't type it out just for a second?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Waste your voice to text, whatever.
okay, it's just so much to type out. Well, like I said, I have my skills as someone who works on computers and in networks. And do you have a garden patch for the site?
No, I never got around to doing that.
So that's something that I could easily do for you. Secondly, would it be, are there things you need done around here or things that I can help do for you?
Well, I mean, I'm sure you've noticed the state of this establishment. It could be better. It's not great. But I mean, there's only so much I can do. And he indicates like to the floor above and the building. He said, "Not that we see a lot of people coming through. It's why I was a little surprised you guys were here for business and not just to rob me like those other guys."
Oh, hold on one second. I screwed up. Hold on. I'm trying to type it out now so it's faster. All right, there we go.
I'm friends with a fixer. Maybe they can hook us up. If you make me a list of parts or things you need, I can try to help.
Well, I think we could do something. What did you say your name was?
So much work. I mean, it's less work.
My name's Bishop. This is a
I just think it's funny because You guys could have picked anybody to come in here and talk to him. You picked the one that has to type out everything for a conversation.
It's all good.
My name's Bishop.
We picked the nerd.
Anthony and I planned it in advance, actually.
Well, Bishop, do you have some contact info?
I pull out my whatchabobber, my oh, why am I having a brain fart?
Oh, your agent.
Yeah, my agent. Thank you. I pull out my agent and pass my contact info to him.
Yeah, as you pull out your agent, he pulls out his very aged. It would be the equivalent of a smartphone to a flip phone,
Okay.
but it's larger. And you see him unwrap it from like a leather case, and then he pulls out like an old like dice bag velvet case, and then pulls his agent out of that. And it takes a little bit to get him to sync up, but you hear the familiar beep as your contact information is traded.
Perfect. And then yeah, go ahead. Give me a second to type, and then I'll have more in a second.
As you are thinking of what you're going to say next, loading. You can hear him kind of going over what he's like, the different cards and stuff as he's digging through. And then he goes, yes, here it is. And he pulls out a small acrylic box, about the size of half of an agent, that has a small piece of cardboard. And cardboard is kind of sealed into this acrylic box. Not like sealed, but sealed well enough to protect it from the weather or tampering or that kind of stuff. And the piece of cardboard, it looks clean, unlike most of the other stuff that you have seen in this building.
I mean, I see you have comics and cards, and was that video games I saw earlier? What's the thing you want to push the most? Wow. I can't whistle, but if I could whistle, I would whistle. So what does this normally go for?
I mean, before we started closing down, when we were still looking things up on the old net, last one I saw went for. Okay, Mark, was it a Jester's cap that you guys were coming for?
Yeah.
Okay, I can't remember if it was a Jester's cap or a Black Lotus or.
No, it was a Jester's cap. That was an odd choice for a Jester's
Yeah.
cap, but yeah, it's not as rare as the others, but yeah.
Yeah, and it wasn't meant to be. He says about 2,500 credits was the last time that we were looking at selling these. Though it's been a while.
There's coughing and sputtering from under the mask.
Of course, that's for these original prints. You've got thousands of reprints out there in the world somewhere. But like I said, most of your type now play digital, everything digital. So it was a kind of a strange request.
I'm gonna need a moment to formulate and actually look. I got to look up notes because I don't even remember how much credits I have left. So, give me a moment, please. If you want to tackle the outside crew.
All right, let's start with Jay. What is Midnight doing? It's been a while since you heard anything from people inside.
Yeah, I mean, since Bishop gave the thumbs up that he was cool, it's really boils down to a waiting game. Not that I'm trying to, Heisman it back to Mark or anything, but unless Nate feels like he can, access the building, get on the roof, get into a window that's not boarded. Like if this thing is basically a fortress, then he has to wait.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a fortress. You could probably bust in, but I mean, you could pretty easily, well, not easily, but you could jump across to the second story and see where things lay up there if it's something that really tickled your fancy.
It was more about doing so stealthily, but it I don't think my plan is really can come to fruition. So I think he just has to wait.
Okay.
Unless Frenchie gives him a sign, or Hector finally wakes up or whatever. Actually, can these comms be individually targeted?
Yeah.
Can I just speak to Frenchie?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to do that. Midnight's going to say, "What do you want to do while we're waiting?" Or pardon me, "What do you want to do out here while we're waiting?"
How about a fun game of I Spy?
How about something useful? What do you see on your side?
I spy with my little eye a pretty scary looking robot and a couple of plywood windows. Plywood boarded windows.
So you're thinking we should just leave Bishop here, huh?
Well, he hasn't radioed for help just yet that I've heard. You hear anything?
No, I don't hear it. I don't smell it.
And that's when you hear it. The crack of rifle fire. Before the area next to where you're sitting, Midnight, up on that white building, pockmarks next to you, bits of plaster flying out around your duster.
From which direction?
I am dropping them onto the map.
You see what I mean? You can't get nothing done without somebody trying to spoil it. And if we have comms, not to say that Nate's some kind of a tactical genius or whatever, but I think we probably would have come up with a few code words, or like red alert, that sort of thing where people know to gather up or scatter. I think we learned our lesson with the false caravan ambush.
Okay. Now I just have to move them. Where are you, mouse? There you are.
So they're on the French Canadian side. Okay.
They're all on the buildings.
Just not near me, which is a good thing.
Yeah. It looks like this one is the one that just fired the rifle shot.
At whom?
At you.
At my stealthy ass?
Yeah. You're also, you were stealthy, and then you climbed up a building, and now you're standing in front of a white wall. And he rolled very well.
Good
but
for him.
Not well enough to hit you.
Well, if he shot at me, I'm assuming we're dropping an ish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did the robot react?
So everything just happened very, very quickly. I haven't even gotten into anything yet. So there was the quick snap of rifle fire. You hear what sounds like from the cellar, Bishop. You hear what sounds like somebody hitting a. You hear the rifle. You're just hearing it muffled a lot. It doesn't seem that John is even affected, as if this is a regular occurrence. Bishop, was that your initiative?
No, I haven't. Do I need to roll initiative?
Yeah.
Okay. How do I roll initiative? I'm so bad. I'm sorry.
It's a D10
Yep.
exploding
Yep. Plus
plus
Reflex.
reflex. Okay, that's right.
reflex. Yeah.
Reflex 4. Okay. So,
Macros are helpful.
oh yeah. You know what? I have one. Duh. There you go. So that's my initiative. 12. And I'm typing speech.
Ow. Can we take 10?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Alright.
What's up, Blacksmith? Welcome. This is CyberPunk Red, Rushmonk, and it is set about 40 years before the new video game, Cyberpunk 2077. So we're somewhere in the 2037 to 2040 area. And good to see you tonight, Blacksmith. Hope you're having a great Tuesday night. How we put the Jester's cap up? Let's see. So no problem, man. Thanks for coming and thanks for the likes. You're a rock star. I got my mask on tonight, so I can't articulate as much. But I was curious if you picked up the comic book today, Blacksmith. Daniel was lucky enough to pick up 2 copies of it. I was lucky enough to pick up 2 copies of it. We're probably gonna give one away. I'm gonna try and get a couple more tomorrow because there are a couple comic shops near us that were either closed today or aren't putting out their comics until tomorrow. Their DC comics till tomorrow. Yeah, that's it. Had the Harley Quinn skin in it today. The worst part about it is the 2 copies I picked up are the most expensive copies. So I'm already seeing them on eBay for 20 to 40 a piece, and I had to bust one open so that I could have the code. Curse you. But that's all right. It's all good. Oh, that's right. You stream the game. Sorry to hear that, man. That sucks. Yes, you caught us right as we are taking a 10-minute break. Huzzah. You know what? I'm going to switch this out. There, that's better. So I actually have Vive and Minecraft VR. Crazy good. Crazy good. How good it is. It would be trippy for me, not gonna lie. Any VR would be. Yeah, it's quite the mind bender, especially the first few times you do it. What I like about it is it has a kinetic language that's really hard to talk about until you do it, and then that totally makes sense. I need to make a new PFP. I don't know what a PFP is. Although that you might have said something else. It's really hard to see in this mask. Not gonna lie. I would never go out on Halloween with this mask because your field of view is so tiny. Oh no, what did I do? Oh, I hit F11 somehow. Okay. Okay. Let's go down and generate voiceover. Oh,
I'm
profile
back.
pic. Got it. Welcome back.
So, I miss anything?
No, we took a break for 10 minutes.
Well, yeah, I was here for that.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. No, just talking with Blacksmith on YouNow and Rushmonk. And yeah.
Okay, I've been on your Twitchy. I haven't seen much, so I just said hi.
Oh, I see a hi. So the move is mostly done. I've managed to set up most of the stuff the way I want behind me. I just got to work on building the gaming table now, and we'll be set.
So, did you move away from Henderson, or?
Yeah. I'm in Vegas proper. I'm about like 7 minutes from the strip now.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, it's a real nice area. I think Floyd Merriweather lives like two doors down from us.
Yeah, I miss that area.
Yeah, it's not bad. There's
Mark found that out because his dog pooped on that lawn, and then whoever the guy was came out and punched Mark right in the eye. That's why he's wearing a mask.
yeah.
So it had to be Floyd Mayweather.
I love you because you can come up with backstories on a dime, just like me. I appreciate that. Sign of a good storyteller.
Oh, Floyd Mayweather. I thought he said Merriweather. I was like,
No, Floyd
in the
Mayweather.
blue blazes is that?
Sorry, it's hard to, yeah, it's hard to see out of this mask, and sometimes it's hard to hear what I'm saying out of the mask, which is part of the reason that I was like, okay, this makes sense to have the computer do it for me.
Yeah, you still drop off like a lot, where I'll hear like 80% of what you say, but then your volume drops by like 80%, and I'll miss like a word or two, and it's usually like right where like I need to hear it. But I've been filling in the blanks.
Okay, I'll try and bump up the volume just a little bit.
I don't know if that'll help. There might be some intermittent interference or something. It's not unbearable. It's just noticeable compared to last time.
I still have no idea why the stream is echoing.
Is it echoing?
No. So I have this setting called USB mix minus that I can turn on that 100% stops the echo. But while it's on, you guys can't hear anything on my computer. Yeah, it's not right now, Blacksmith. But if I have Daniel talk.
Hello, 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 hello.
Well, that's a
Yeah, that's not super useful.
Oh, that helps with the echo test.
There's four of us, three of us talking. There's four of us, three of us talking.
See,
it's got to be Daniel though. No one
No,
else
it's-
can make it happen.
it's actually everybody on Zoom. So I've turned it off now, and now there's no more echo. So if Daniel talks again now,
If Daniel talks again now, if Daniel talks again now,
Now,
if
now,
Daniel talks
now,
again now, talks again now,
now,
if
now.
Daniel talks.
see, so it's not doing that harmonic thing. But then again, you also can't hear when I'm playing my voice right now,
I knew it would be expensive, but I didn't think it would be a
and
couple
you guys
months
can't
rent.
hear it.
I have 200 creds on me, and I'm a man of my word.
So it's one of those things where I've got to manually toggle it off when I'm playing my stuff, and then turn it right back on before anybody says anything. Huzzah! Okay, so everybody's back.
Yes.
Okay. So at that point, I know we just dropped into an ish, but let me say this, and then we can proceed from there.
Yep.
I knew it would be expensive, but I didn't think it would be a couple months rent. I have 200 creds on me, and I'm a man of my word. I can try to help get the word out about this place and get more foot traffic here. It sounds like my friends are being attacked. Is that a common occurrence here? I left my weapon with my friends. Hopefully they can take care of it, but we should finish up. Would you be willing to part with it for the 200 I have plus the help? I mean, I'm sure JR is great, but I doubt he can put up a garden patch or flyers to get the word out. Plus, if he gets cornered by a Superman fan, probably not a great look to shoot all the customers.
I love that Bishop is a stream of consciousness person.
Very much so. Very much so.
What's
Yeah,
that?
I was about to tell him we were getting attacked out here, but I don't think it's necessary. Not that I know that.
No, he said that I heard the gunshots inside.
Yeah.
And that John wasn't phased, which makes me even more a little worried.
You said your friends? I only saw one guy out there. Did you bring a bunch of people out here?
No, his one friend has schizophrenia.
Schizophrenia?
We had to just to get here.
See, I think that's the biggest problem. I just don't think that people. All right, Nate, it's your turn.
Okay, well, he doesn't know what is going on down there, so he's going to say getting attacked just on the comms, and he's going to look behind him at this amazing white wall, and he's going to see if he can get inside this building,
Oh yeah.
like through a window. Like,
Yeah.
is there anybody in here? Is there some old man in a rocking chair watching, laughing at me, or is it abandoned, or what?
Most of the buildings you saw when you came through here were in fact completely abandoned. It is night though. So it could just be that there's no electricity and no lights. But as you peek into the building that you had climbed up or climbed through to get here, you note that it is in fact empty.
So there's not 1d10 cats like running around it. Okay.
I mean, there are probably cats. Sure, are you gonna hold the cat hostage?
No, but I think it's a fair thing to. Okay.
I'd say there's one cat, but probably 10d10 other animals like possums and
Okay. One second here.
rats and stuff.
There are 54 possums.
Yeah, well, and rats.
Well, we'll deal
And
with that later.
One of them is standing on top of a pipe and giving you a weird look.
Well, Midnight the Possum King is going to take a defensive position inside the house, and pretty much, well, until more happens, I don't think I'm trying to keep delay action, but he's pretty much just going to take cover and let let the group know who doesn't know, and that's it. Try to keep cover in a way where he can still see Frenchie. He doesn't want to lose line of sight of him.
I think that sounds like a good idea. Okay, so you're currently inside, hiding with the possums. It is Bishop's turn.
That is a phrase I never ever expected to hear come out of your mouth.
You're inside with the possums?
And that's twice.
So what do you say, John? I'm not trying to rush you, but I like living.
Oh, I don't think you're gonna die. You're safe down here. But I think that if you have more than just your friend out there, the locals may have gotten a little thirsty for some attention. It happens every once in a while. JR can help with some of them. But yeah, I mean, you're right. He doesn't really help with the garden patch. It is now Anthony's turn.
That makes a lot of sense, though, what you're doing.
This is so frustrating because it is like every comic shop owner I have ever known. Okay.
I probably wouldn't be playing this way, except I went to 4 different comic book stores today, and 3 of them were like this.
I know.
Great guys, but yeah.
Oh boy. Okay. So
Frenchie, from your position, you see this guy, and that's it.
Okay.
And
go
ahead.
Did the robot respond?
I was just about to, yeah. And it looks like the robot, his head slowly turned, and you can see that the red LED went from being the full size of his eye to going down to a pinprick, as if he's like squinting. And then he pulls his shotgun up and looks at the shotgun, and you hear it go click, 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 and then his shoulders droop, and he starts slowly walking back inside.
Awesome. Okay. So from where Frenchie's at least the robot isn't trying to shoot Frenchie, which was a concern. Like this was all one big ambush kind of thing. And I haven't heard, actually, so he's going to dive for cover against this wall. So down the stairs against the wall that's right there. See which one I'm pointing at? Radio over comms. You okay in there, Bishop? While at the same time while it takes Bishop an hour to type out his response, he's going to aim his rifle at that guy, who seems to be the clearest shot right now. You're muted.
Thank you. It's going to be approximately 25-ish yards.
Well, the divider is 25 to 26, so less than 25 or greater
Let's say
than 25.
25. Let's say 25.
So, okay, 25. That's a 15 to hit. Oh. So that's a 12, so that'll miss. Miss the shot against the red dude.
Oh, that stinks. Okay, so your shot plinks at the wall just below where the red dude is, and he kind of shimmies away from where the shot hit.
And that's my turn.
Okay, so it is now back to Nate. Oh, no, sorry, it's them.
No,
Hey,
it's
if
back
they
to Nate.
want-
It's fine.
If they want to cancel their actions, that's up to them. They probably have poor leadership.
All right, so this guy in front is going to pull off what looks like 2 small pineapples off of his belt and drop them on Frenchie.
No.
Oh, no, he's gonna make him sweet and sour Frenchie.
Is the guy Hawaiian? What's his deal?
No, small grenades.
Oh.
He's not actually going to, but
That was a euphemism.
It was a euphemism because the old style grenades look like pineapples.
I'm good, Frenchie, Bishop says into his
He's about to make Frenchy onion soup, huh?
Oh. With pineapple flavor? I've never had Frenchy onion soup with pineapple flavor.
I have to AFK, sorry.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Frenchie, the patio behind you takes a hit from the assault rifle. And you
Oof.
hear something scramble across. Scramble across the rooftop just above you.
How's it going over there, Midnight? You alive, Bishop?
I have to wait till my turn to respond, right?
Right? No, you can respond.
Oh, I can? Okay.
Yeah, you can respond.
Well, it's combined because I thought I had to wait for my turn, so hold on.
I'm good, Frenchie, Bishop says into his comms. John says you'd be safe in here. I'm downstairs. If you guys want to move in here. Or I can come out to you. Trying to finish up now. Bishop turns to John. Let's try and get back the proposal on the table, John. What do you say?
No, stop talking. Just tell me if I can get this for you from you or not.
I'm just trying to like not die and not have everybody else die.
It's Nate's turn. Whenever you're ready.
Yes, I'm back. And
Yeah.
anything of significance happened from his perspective?
You hear more shots going off and like ricocheting in this small cul-de-sac of buildings, ramshackle buildings. But nothing. No shots have hit you, and nothing has scrambled nearby you.
Okay. Does Nate believe that he could command the possums to go and attack these guys?
I think that only works on humans, but DM ruling.
He is very persuasive. He does have trading. He has wardrobe and style. And not so much on the animal handling.
Yeah, he absolutely believes that he could.
He's not an
those
idiot.
these- He rolled a -1
On what?
on his cyber psychosis. You've got some really interesting ideas. I'm giving you an option to believe that those ideas are real.
Well, if you got cyber psychosis, I might know a guy that has some cyberware that could help out.
I've got like
No,
a
no,
couple of pieces of cyberware here. I'm not.
you no, but you also were trying to what is it? What is that called? The guy with the rats.
Pied Piper?
Yeah, you're trying to Pied Piper a bunch of possums. No, you do not believe you'd be able to Pied Piper a set of possums in a realistic cyberpunk scenario.
Just confirming, plus our viewers don't know, so it's good that they know as well.
When you run Shadowrun and there is magic in the world, that may be a possibility.
No, it's not even there. It isn't. It absolutely is not a possibility. It's the one thing you cannot do in Shadowrun.
It's control a bunch of possums.
Yes, they are uncontrollable.
I'm just telling you, my entire character concept is now Pied Piper for possums when we play Shadowrun. That's all I'm saying.
Hashtag Pied Piper for possums.
That's right.
Pied possums. We'll have to call you Baron Corbin, the Possum King.
That's right.
The
So,
P3.
what am I going to do with my no range having weapon and me sitting here twiddling my possum thumbs?
Blacksmith says it's not a possibility.
We got to talk later. So he's going to communicate with Frenchie and say, get over to where I am. It's safer here. So that's it.
I'll see what I can do.
Because there's no good reason for him to leave. He hasn't seen, what's his name, Bishop, emerge or erect or anything whatsoever.
Yeah, but
the
you
robot's
did hear
not.
the comms signal that I just sent out. Oh, maybe you were away for that.
I had to go somewhere. I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He said that John said it's safer downstairs where I am right now. And either you guys can try and make it in, or I can try and come out. But he said it was safer and I said I'm downstairs inside the shop.
Oh, well, in that case, Nate would respond, get the card and get out. That's what he would say.
And then you heard me literally because I didn't turn my comms off. Turned to the guy and was like, "So back to the issue at hand. Can we resolve this deal or what?" That's literally what happened. Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, can Nate? Here's a legit question. Can Nate make a social role, trading or persuasion via the comms to this guy? I mean, if he can hear my voice, he's gonna actually. You know what? I'm gonna just do it. I want to say this. Put me on speakerphone, and he's going to see if he can persuade this guy to hand it over for whatever kind of money we got to do, and get out of here. Because getting down bunker style on that thing while they're throwing pineapples on us is not a good idea.
So they're not throwing pineapples on you, but there also is no speakerphone on these secretive team comm units.
No, but it's coming through his agent, isn't it?
No.
It's in my ear.
It's a separate comm unit.
You can't connect it?
No. I mean, you might be able to connect it, maybe, but the whole point of it being a comm is that it's a separate set of signals from your agent. You could just call him on his agent.
Yeah,
if you guys
then
wanted
that's
to
the
do
case.
that.
They'll just call him. Just
Hello, Wang's
put me on
House.
speakerphone.
Wang's House of Chicken. This is Wang. Can I take your order, please?
Speakerphone.
Beep.
And that's when he's going to say, "All right, buddy, how much you want for this thing? We're doing this deal right now. I got money."
I'm confused. What thing are you talking about? And all right, Bishop, it's your turn. Now there's a confused John standing next to you, holding a phone he wasn't expecting.
No, I'm holding the phone.
Oh, dealing with a secondary customer for an item that he's not sure about because he has no idea who he's talking to.
Yeah, sorry. This is. Oh God. Okay.
Well, you can
Remember,
take that 17
this
and
is a
take.
relatively crazy 70-year-old man who has not probably talked to people in a while. Who
So
is
first
already...
he was 50, then he was 60, now he's 70.
Oh, I never said he was 50.
You said he was 50, 60s earlier, but
No, I said 60s to late 60s to 70s.
okay. Well, I went ahead and made a roll anyway. You can take a modifier off that if you want for this 90-year-old man, but there it is.
Oh, there's no modifier. It's just you restarted a conversation that Mark was almost finished with.
You don't have to restart anything. It's a separate side conversation that happened to be vicariously through this man who's holding the phone.
I hold the phone and say,
Sorry, this is one of my friends. They're taking fire, so they're trying to get me to wrap up so they don't die. Can we make a deal?
Well, yeah, that's what we were working on, you and I. But I guess if you want me to work with him, I'm not sure who he is or how he's going to be able to pick up the card. But I was already talking to you about how I think that we can make a deal, and I could have you help me with some of the stuff here in the store, getting stuff cleaned up. And you said you knew some people. I could definitely use some of that. And you can see he has the card in the epoxy box in his hand. He's just talking to you. Loading.
"Yep."
He got a lot out during one turn. That's very cool.
So 200 plus the help?
For now.
I will pass him my cred stick, and 200 comes
He
out.
He looks at the cred stick in confusion.
Oh God! I actually have credits because we got credits a while back. The actual money credits instead of the cred stick credits. So I'll give him the 200 credits when he looks confused at the other thing.
He says, "Thank you. I have your contact information, so I'll make sure to get in touch with you, and with that list that you asked for and some of the items that." Okay, so it's Frenchie's turn. And you're hearing this midnight on your end of the agent, and you're seeing why it's been taking Bishop so long. I mean, it's not like a lot of time has passed, but why it's taking Bishop so long to get this information.
And everybody realizes that Nate's lowest stat is patience because you can see steam coming out the window from where he is.
Luckily, they have heat-seeking missiles, which they're just about to use. Or should I say hate-seeking missiles? Okay, It is Frenchie.
Okay, so Frenchie's going to call out, "Hey, robot, open the damn door." And then while he waits for that, I'm assuming his next turn, he's going to.
Well, no, the robot was slowly making his way back inside and pushed the doors open. I didn't. Yeah, he
Oh,
hasn't
okay.
closed them. Yeah.
In that case, Frenchie, from his position behind the stone wall, is going to take another shot at the red guy. Actually, this guy is in a better position right now. The yellow hat.
Yep.
I'm assuming the same 25.
Yes.
Okay, so he's going to take a shot at him, and then as soon as the trigger is pulled and the shot goes, he's going to drop the gun onto the sling and sprint up the stairs and around the corner into the front door, relying on the plywood windows at that point to protect him from the shots that might be coming.
Okay.
So taking the shot. Really? 2 in a row. That's a 9 to hit.
That does not hit. There's a set of cracks as your bullet hits the cement side, the brick side of the building, and you hear him cry out, but more in surprise as the brick flies at him as you run into the building. You're hit with the same kind of wall of mildew and humidity as you enter Tenpenny. And then you hear rifle shots, more of them, striking the side of the building. Some of them hit the porch, some of them hit the second story, but that's what you guys hear. Bishop, you now have the card in your hand. John is in the middle of saying thank you for your service, for coming in and seeing.
And this is what I say to him.
Yep.
Good deal. A pleasure to meet you, John. I'll be in touch probably later today or tomorrow if you don't message me first. Oh, sorry about my voice synthesizer. It's on the fritz.
And then I leave.
Yeah, it's Nate's turn. But I was just letting you know so that Nate knew where you were sitting with that conversation.
Got it.
So he succeeded.
He did succeed. He has it in hand.
Okay.
I did take your role into account, by the way.
No, I'm not frustrated with you. I'm just
I know. I'm also letting you know that I am taking your roles into account.
No, that's good. That's good. You never know if you tag team somebody, they might buckle. Well, so my security perimeter of animals doesn't seem to be frightened, so obviously they're not shooting at me. Nate, can Nate reestablish stealth? Not trying to invoke a charm here, but is that possible after I've already been shot at?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you broke line of sight.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think he wants to try to do that, and I don't know. I was trying to think maybe a way to get onto the roof of the comic place, but will that require some of the same jump?
I mean, you kind of have to see. You're going to have to jump across, and then take the. I'm going to say those are stairs. I don't know if they're stairs, but you have to take the stairs that are on the side of that building. So you would jump over the second floor and then climb up, and then you'd be on the roof.
Okay. In that case, let me go ahead and give you this. And
keep in mind, though, there's practically nothing on that roof, so you would be open season essentially if they see you.
Right. He's not gonna when he gets there. He's not gonna stand there and hold his hands up, but sort of like drop down or maybe even hang on the edge or something like that. But let's see how far he gets, because there's that, and then not so well in the athletics. So maybe he doesn't get very far.
He makes the jump, and he's now hanging from this section right here. He's hanging.
There.
Yeah, he's hanging off.
So they don't have line of sight of him anyway.
They don't have line of sight anyway, but he barely made it so that he didn't fall the additional 20 feet into the bushes.
Yeah, he's not going to pull a no one. Thank you. He will end his turn mid hang.
Okay. Bishop.
So Bishop will wave to John, and then I just tried to move my token on the stream and started moving stuff on the stream instead. So he's gonna try and get. So where John is the counter where we were a second ago, right?
So John is currently still standing with the stuff on the back wall.
Right.
The stairs were up here.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then there was I won't do all of the rooms, but I'll do the.
Well, my point is I can go here and just start going up the stairs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna double move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Frenchie sees Bishop running up the stairs, and he's holding the card out in front of his hand, and then he tucks it like triumphantly, and then he tucks it behind his mask,
And then trips over his own feet as he's running down the hallway.
I don't think I have a poor dexterity.
But Frenchie's gonna stop Bishop before Bishop runs out the door because it's still not safe out there.
Yeah, but can I get my gun back?
Oh yeah, this thing. He hands the little tiny pistol back.
I threw that thing at them.
It was the only thing that was hitting.
All right.
Yeah, he'll hand the pistol back.
Yep, that's my turn.
Okay, it is now Frenchie.
So this room that appears to be just south of us.
Yes.
It's all plywood.
The room south. This room.
Yeah.
So this room, you're actually standing in front of the door right now, Frenchie, and it is a hoarder's dream of essentially what looks like DVD and video game cases, but not DVD because DVDs don't exist or didn't exist at the time.
Betamax.
It's Betamax, and it's also movie cartridges, which are a lot like video game cartridges, except they held movies on them.
Frenchie's gonna turn to Bishop. This place is disgusting.
Never been to a comic shop before, huh?
Oh.
Nope. Frenchie's going to then, I guess, message to Midnight or over the comms. Did you get in safely?
That's the response he gets.
I'll take that as a yes. Okay, so that's we don't have a lot of actions at this point. We're basically just waiting for these guys to go away, it seems like. To get tired and move on. So that's my turn.
Okay. Do you want to say something first, Mark?
Neither of us will be able to do it right now, but yeah, for next turn. Hold on.
Let's head slightly down the stairs if we're going to wait here.
Lead the way.
And so next turn we'll do that.
Frenchie's going to hold his hand over his mouth to mask the smell.
Okay. Frenchie's done. It's back to Nate.
What about the bad guys?
Oh, it is bad guys.
No, why did you do that? Why?
Because I need them to do something.
From your vantage point, Frenchie, you hear things scrambling a little bit away, and you hear some cursing as people fall into place. But there are no more gunshots yet. Now it's you, Nate.
Well, do you need me to make another athletics check to pull myself up?
No, you're fine. You pull yourself up.
Okay. Can he get up to this fire escape thing?
Yes.
So what he's going to do is, I can't really like move my token properly, but he wants to get up there and sort of just peek over this part here. He's not going to he's not going to jump up there, but he wants to look up there.
As he kind of does the quick peek, he sees this guy, Red Eyes, climbing down the kudzu and the bricks to get from the rooftop down to this level.
Okay.
He's about halfway. He sees Yellow Hat, kind of got down to this level here. The turquoise hair woman she's gone completely, but I don't think you saw her to begin with. And the red right here slid down and is trying to get to the ground level, so he's about halfway as well.
Is this part of the roof right here, is this tall enough for Nate to belly crawl his way across so that he is not visible to Red Eyes?
You believe so?
He will attempt to do so.
Okay.
And if I can get there, so be it. Or
Yeah,
if you don't think it's...
You can get there.
So when he gets there, whatever time remaining, he will simply text relay, or I guess comm would be fine too, I guess, but just let them know that the guys are... Enemies still coming, you know, that kind of thing.
Cool. Cool.
Done.
Bishop?
Okay, hold on one moment. So, Bishop says to Frenchie,
John, do you still have that shotgun down there? Bishop yells. I think they're coming this way.
I hope Nate and the others are okay out there. Is Midnight coming in here, too? This way to the stairs. Was JR, the robot, helpful?
The John yells back up to you that that JR had the shotgun. He doesn't have any guns down in the basement. And I think the rest should be answered by your people.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Are we still on an open phone call?
Yeah.
Nobody said you weren't, so yeah.
Just in case it's necessary or free action or retcon action, I wanted to put mine on mute so that when he speaks out to me, I'm not just like, hello world, you know.
So back here, Nate, is where the stairs are. I mean, Frenchie is where the stairs are. If you want to take cover back here.
Are those stairs down or the stairs up?
Stairs down.
Because we're going to have to leave at some point.
Yeah, but there's stairs down.
Where are the stairs up?
I don't know where the stairs up are.
Does this guy have a secret comic book guy tunnel out to somewhere? Not that I can really ask you that, but I thought maybe that's what it was going towards.
I think it's to the command center, right? Because all comic book store owners have command centers. That's what they call them.
I don't know where you've heard this, but okay. I'm willing to roll with it.
So here's the stairs.
Okay.
On the first floor.
Okay, so Frenchie's gonna say to, just gonna say, look, you can go hide out in the basement, but we're gonna have to leave at some point, and if those guys are just gonna stand outside, it's not gonna be safe. So I'm gonna go upstairs, take the cover on the patio that's out there, and try to scare them off. Better vantage point than where I was outside, a little safer.
Okay, well, I'll stand back here and kind of hide around this corner, and if any come in, I'll shoot them, and then I'll join you.
Okay. So are you going out onto the front porch patio on the first story, or are you looking for the stairs to the second story?
There.
Okay, so the stairs, regardless, are here. There's stairs going down, or you go around them, like down this area. And then that goes up to the second floor. So the stairway in this building is all wrapped around that one spot in the back corner.
Okay, but I can still access it from inside?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll double move. 2, 3, 4,
Phone so dim.
5,
see it.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Should send me to right about there.
Okay. Looking up, you see what looks like another floor.
I can't see it. I can't see
so-
anything.
It looks like it's all cement. Like well swept cement.
Okay, like the entire room is just an empty cement room, or like it's boarded
The
off that
hall-
I can't get in?
No, the hallway you could walk down into, this one. If you had went down these stairs, you'd be in the cellar.
Okay.
You went around this wall, which is all well swept cement, and are looking up the stairs going up to the second floor, which also look like well swept cement, as if maybe there's an old person that lives here and doesn't want to slip and fall down the stairs.
Makes sense. Okay, so that is my double move.
Okay. Back to you. Actually, it's them. I didn't want to forget this time.
Can Hector ambush them?
Hector right now is doing something. You're not even sure where Hector is.
He's jacking into the net or something, right?
Right. That's their stuff. As you are peeking over the side, you see Red Eyes trying to climb down to ground level. He's about halfway down the next area. Yellow Hat is laying down with a rifle.
Delivery person dispatched.
Red token here has reached ground level and is turning towards the comic book store. Like to walk across the ground. And yeah, that's them. So it's you.
Shit, I can't go get it, or I would.
When you say you mean me.
Uh-huh. Because it's your turn.
Yeah. Except there's no way to call them, so I don't know what to do there. I don't even know how to cancel it there.
I don't know. I'll just delay. I mean, I'll have my weapon ready and that sort of thing, but yeah, there's really not much I can do right now.
Okay. You have a pistol?
Yes. If you're talking to me.
I'm not. I'm talking to Midnight.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Mark.
I'm sorry.
It's heavy for sure. Not too heavy though.
Oh, so you're saying there's no way you'd be able to roll higher than like a 20 or higher?
Well, that and I think Nate learned his limits and stuff like that as far as what he can accomplish. But also, it's a matter of his whole point, whole purpose was to perch or to support or whatever. And until his buddies emerge from the house or these guys get to the house, all he can do is reassess his positioning and like get better vantage points and maybe listen in on the enemy's conversation. Are they talking out loud? Do you think they're using comms? Are they using hand signals? Are they speaking Japanese? Like, are they doing anything that he can detect that he can relay to his buddies?
Okay. Okay, sounds good. It is Bishop.
Okay. I'm kind of held right around the corner here. I'm going to hold until somebody comes in through those doors, and then I will shoot if I can hold and shoot. Or hold until somebody does that.
All right, so you're still on the first floor?
I'm just heading down the stairs barely.
No, the stairs were up here by where Frenchie is.
No, that's to go up.
No, that's to go down and up. I think you were talking.
Oh.
Yeah. So you went down to the cellar using these stairs, and you go around the stairs.
I see.
All of the stairs for the building are in one spot.
I see. Well, then I guess it will make sense to be right in the stairwell there.
Okay.
And I'm waiting for someone to appear, you know, there, and yeah.
Okay. You okay? That's you.
That's me.
Frenchie.
Okay, so Frenchie will walk up the stairs onto the second floor.
Yep.
And dive for cover on the little patio that's over there. He'll aim the barrel of his rifle through the little indent in the bricks. I don't know if you can see what I'm talking about there.
Yep.
And see like between the red eyes, the yellow hat, and the white mask guy, who would probably be the more opportune shot. Probably still the white mask guy.
Yeah. So white mask, red token guy is now walking across the lawn, and he's like hunched over trying to be stealthy-ish, but he's a big dude. He's like Hendrix level size.
Okay.
I know most people won't get that, but I think you do.
I do, yeah. He's a football player.
Yeah, he's a football player. And he's kind of crouched, kind of like skulking across the lawn to come up to the comic book store. Red Eyes is still climbing down to get to the ground level. Yellow Hat is now probably the most dangerous, and is laying on the top of this building right here with a rifle, like aiming at the building. And the turquoise hair you don't see.
Okay. So yellow hat or the white face? Yellow hat or white face? Oh, I'm gonna aim for the white face guy because he's the closest to the building.
Okay.
So still the same 25, or is he closer or further?
Yellow Hat is actually further now. He is 26 to 50.
Okay, 26 to 50 is a 13.
Kind of your sweet spot. Hey, you didn't roll a 1.
Yay! Okay. So that will be 22 to hit, which beats the 13, 23 damage, and I think that's a crit. I've forgotten what crits are because it's been a while. Crits are multiple sixes. So that is multiple sixes, so that's an extra 5 points of damage. Yep. So 28 damage to Yellow Hat guy. Plus a critical injury if it matters.
It doesn't matter. Would you like to describe your shot that travels through his head and down his body?
So this is that epic sniper on sniper scene where both of us are looking down the scopes of our rifle. We happen to see each other. I see the glint of the street light off of his telescope or his scope, and am able to put the bullet directly through the center of the telescope and out the back of his head.
Scary. Okay, yeah, he is not doing too well.
Was it Red Eyes or Yellow Hat that you shot?
That was Yellow Hat.
So you had, okay.
Because Yellow Hat was lining up with a rifle.
Yep.
Okay, now it's them. Red is kind of making his way up the stairs now onto the front porch. Red Eyes just hit the ground. And she is somewhere here. And that's all. You hear outside, or down below, because both of you are on the roof, Mr. Henson, I'm gonna go up the front. I'm gonna take him out. And that came from the big heavy guy that is coming up the stairs now. And it is your turn, Nate.
And does he have clear LOS of the big red guy?
Peeking over the corner, like, because you were on your belly, but if you actually peek out and look over the wall, yes, you do. And he's within 18 feet, probably 7. A yard is 3 feet, a meter is 3 feet, so.
Looks like it's only 2 floors.
Yeah, but you're on the roof and he's below he's coming up the stairs for that 3rd floor, that cellar. We'll call it a 0 to 6, that's fine.
Okay. I take it is that good?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. And I have a rate of fire of 2, so here comes another one. And I don't believe that's going to work. Well, is that enough?
That is not enough.
So it's 13 I need. Okay.
Yeah.
So he misses with the second one.
But you hit the first one. As you fire down, you see it passes through his white leather jacket, but plinks off of something underneath the leather jacket. And he looks up at you, pulling out, or lining up a shot, it looks like. But it's not his turn yet.
Yeah, plus he's only looking at my upper half, but yeah.
Yep.
Now, because I'm already, I don't know how this works in this game, but after you shoot, can you like duck down, or is it one of those cases where you're pretty much where you are?
I mean, you haven't done a movement action yet, right? So
Yeah.
you could back up halfway across the. I mean, you're crawling, so it's not a full movement, but you could back up.
I think he would just duck down a little bit, because I'm assuming there's a railing all the way around the roof. I mean, there's no parapets per se, but he's just basically going to make himself less of a target.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll be good enough.
Okay. All right. Cool. Bishop is you.
Bishop is hiding in the basement.
That's right. Or not the basement, 1st floor, but at the stairs to the basement.
Yeah, he wants you to auto him.
Oh, did he say that?
He said it in the chat. He wants to barrel out Leroy Jenkins style and shoot.
Yeah, he said charge out with the pistol blaring. So then I was blasting.
I'm not sure what happened, Mark. You decided to take on the whole group. Okay. Bishop is actually going to.
Hey, Bishop, looks like you got one that might be coming in. Guard the door.
Yeah. I'm actually going to move him. Decided to run, not get a fight. He's fine where he is. Okay, that's Bishop. And it's Frenchie.
Okay, so I don't think I've got a good line of sight on the white mask guy anymore. So instead, I'm going to be looking down the scope, finding where Red Eyes is climbing down the wall, I believe is what you said?
He's on the ground now. He was climbing down the wall. He's on the ground now, somewhere below you. You can't see him from where you are.
I can't see Red Eyes from where I am?
From where you are, yeah.
Ooh, okay. And I can't see turquoise hair girl, so I don't even know that they're there.
Yeah.
So I can't see either of them from my spot right now.
Correct.
Okay, could I just stand up and look over the balcony instead of being crouched down?
Yep.
Okay, so by standing up, do I see those two yet?
By standing up, you still don't see this guy.
Yeah, I didn't think I would.
But you do see the top half of this guy. And he's kind of rushing towards the building. Your building.
Okay, so I'll move to the other end of the patio to hopefully give a clearer line of sight, and then aim down the sights of the rifle at the running figure. Pause to take the breath, and then pull the trigger at that running figure. What's the range?
Range for him is going to be 13 to 25.
13 to 25. Okay, so that should be back to the 15.
Yeah,
I
it's
lost
back
the
to
page.
15 for you. Yep.
Okay. Oh,
Wow.
so
Yeah, that hits.
that'll hit. So 12 points of damage as he's running across the field.
Sorry,
Okay.
Mark.
Hi, welcome back. Okay, it is, as that's you, Red Eyes takes a shot heavy in the chest, and then kind of, it hasn't knocked him down or anything, but he lines up his rifle up at you and will, try to shoot back from where he's standing. He is still moving, like, trying to run towards the building while taking a shot, so I will reflect that in his roll. Come on, 10. Come on, 10. Ah, so close.
Pretty darn close.
And roll 5d6. $18 damage.
Okay, so my light armor jack of 11 takes 11 of it away, so that'll be 7 points of damage that I suffer, and my armor is ablated by 1.
Yes, sir.
Ow.
As the steel-jacketed round tears at your torso.
And I'm not.
You're seeing red because it's all over your shirt.
I'm not trying to cast aspersions, but that you said he was still running, and that was actually like that would be a penalty.
Yeah.
And that's already reflected in the roll.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just double checking.
Yeah, his second number isn't 3.
Got it.
It's higher than 3.
Wow. All right.
Yeah. And you hear him shout something, but it's obviously in a different lane. Do any of you know Russian?
Yet.
Okay. Something is written out in like a harsh Cyrillic tongue, but you're not sure what it is. And he makes it to here. You hear a gunshot, and let me see. I'm not trying to print it. Stop it. You son of a gun. I needed a 13. You hear what sounds like a shotgun and metal and circuitry exploding. And that's within the house itself, Mark. So you know, or Bishop, so you know something has entered, and you see what looks like some kind of bits of something, probably from a shotgun blast, and also what may be JR fly past the hallway.
Oh.
And that's them, and it is you, Nate. Maybe he's not back yet.
Yeah, I see the AFK, and he's back.
Okay, it's your turn.
Cool. Yeah, I think that's the last of my interruptions, hopefully.
No, you're fine.
So Nate will now see an enemy directly under him because he never seen Frenchie from the top.
From that angle? It's such a weird angle.
Yeah, so is he balding?
No.
Okay.
He actually wears this weird form-fitting plastic hat.
That's very strange. Does he have
It's a special prop from Stargate SG-1. that he likes to wear.
Does he have a vantage point to Red Eyes?
Does Midnight?
Mhm.
A vantage point? I mean, he's within the same range as the red one was, so you're still going to be within 0 to 6 for him.
Okay.
If you peek back over.
Yeah, he will, and I'm guessing that Midnight doesn't have any pineapples.
No, I don't believe so. I don't think any of you. Well, actually, do you? In your equipment, do you have explosives?
Well, I wanted them, but we never really settled what was gotten from the side hustle that Anthony ran, as far as the cache of stuff we got from that place and all that stuff. So
for point of fact, no, you don't. Not right now.
okay,
Yeah.
then that idea will be saved for later, probably next year.
Both.
Might get around to that.
Bishop is like, oh, we'll help you fix up your place, and we'll help you get your stuff settled and cleaned up. Boom! Half your building's gone. And now it's on fire.
Well, that's fine. I mean, it's not our house. So he's going to shoot.
Yet.
Which I think that worked just now. Probably between his eyeballs and into his back of his cerebellum, through his amygdala, most likely. Let me see how well I do. That's only half a crit. And his second shot also did well.
Yep.
There you go.
Jeez Louise.
I got me a heavy pistol.
You fire the first time, and it, you can see that it skims off of his shoulder, and there's a little bit of blood that starts soaking his shirt and jacket underneath you. You fire the second shot, and you can see that it hit just shy of his shoulder armor, and actually hit him in the flesh of his neck, and he swats a hand to his neck and stumbles as he's climbing up the stairs.
Excellent. Serves him right for coming to a comic book shop. Nate will reduck, and he's done.
Okay. Frenchie, are you still standing there?
Yeah, so I was standing to line up a shot, and I never jumped back behind cover.
Okay. Bishop, it's your turn.
So before it's my turn, since I was holding my action previously, can I use my turn to dig the extra 10 bullets out of my pack and put them in my pocket?
Sure, there aren't really held actions, but we can say that easily that you were doing that while you were standing there. It makes sense.
Okay. So there's not held actions?
Not really.
So I can't hold until this guy comes into the line of sight and then shoot at him?
There's a difference between delaying and holding.
Okay.
You're saying very specifically what you're holding for, and that's fine.
Okay. Then that's what I'm going to continue to do.
Okay. Frenchie, it's your turn.
All right, so Frenchie doesn't see. I'm sorry. Red Eyes, was he actually killed from the last shot or no?
No, he is stumbling up the stairs and into the building. He doesn't even look that injured. It's just that maybe being shot in the neck did something.
Okay. Does Frenchie have line of sight to Red Eyes from where Frenchie's at?
Yes.
Okay, then he is going to kind of lean the rifle over the edge of the patio and kind of shoot like straight down towards where the guy's running up the stairs at, trying to take that shot as he's coming closer.
Maybe a 17.
I will spend 2 luck points. So I'll
Okay.
just add 2 to this roll. Didn't need it. Okay. But I have them, so why not?
Jeez.
So that'll be a 21 to hit. Assuming that hits, that will be 31 points of damage and a critical injury.
I need to start throwing much bigger batteries at you guys.
No, you don't. I'm a hacker.
I think he got a broken foot on this one.
Shoot. No, that's enough damage to kill him. Because you guys have been whittling him away.
Kill stealer, kill stealer.
Yeah.
So, Frenchie, so this was actually multiple shots. That was all just one condensed damage roll.
Freaking medic! You should have a crisis of conscience just now.
This is the trauma tech side. As the Red Eyes is sprinting up the stairs, Frenchie's first rifle shot takes out the left knee. The second rifle shot takes out the right knee, leaving him sprawled and bleeding out on the stairwell, unable to climb up any further. As Frenchie finishes that shot and looks around, from what he can see, it appears this area is clear. He doesn't see any other bad guys out and around, so he's going to duck back around inside the house and start walking down the stairs. So he'll get to the bottom of the stairs, which is kind of where I was last time.
Okay.
Bishop's at the bottom of the stairs, like holding.
Bishop is at the top of the stairs to the cellar. Frenchie's at the bottom of the stairs from the second floor to the first floor.
Yep.
So you're actually both on the first floor right now, with stairs between you.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh,
and
I
that
get
was
it now.
Yep. Alright, so let's do this in order. So, Biggin comes around the corner and raises his shotgun, and Bishop, you react.
Yep. I'm stepping out and firing, and then hopefully stepping back. If that's allowed.
You have your pistol?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's gonna be a 13.
Okay. I got
That hits.
15. And Bishop's must be about to die because he's shooting good. These aren't exploding, are they?
No.
Okay.
Is this the Omega shot?
Wow. All right. And then, Jay, was there something that, like a perk or something that you had to let you shoot twice, or do we get to shoot twice with a heavy pistol?
It depends on the rate of fire of that weapon. I think, is your pistol a heavy pistol?
I believe so, yes.
I think a
It
heavy
should.
pistol.
It should have a ROF of 2.
Which it does. Yep. So you can shoot again, yeah.
Yeah, it's a heavy pistol. So, okay, great. So then I will shoot again.
Anthony can correct me, but I think if you choose to shoot twice, don't you sacrifice some of your movement?
Nope, you
No, you
always
just-
shoot 2 shots.
You just get 2 shots period of end of story.
I mean, even if it,
reflex requirement, nothing like that.
Nope. you
even
just
if
get
it
2
did
shots.
even if it did take some of his movement, he's not moving very far.
Okay, then yeah,
Ooh.
it's probably dumb not to.
Is that a crit?
No.
Oh.
We need
2
double
sixes.
sixes.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay. And then I move right back there. I'm done.
As you fire, you see sparks fly off from something underneath his white leather jacket.
Oh, that's no bueno. Yeah, that's it for me. Oh, I mean, that is his turn. Yeah.
It's his turn, yeah. He's
That's
continuing
probably also it for Bishop.
his action.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking up the rule for cover. 1 second.
So cover is just basically extra hit points. It will be on effectively page PDF 182.
Yep, I'm there too.
It means you can't hit me. I'm a hacker.
There's something called a chunky salsa effect if he throws an explosive, though.
There, Mark. What are you gonna say now?
That!
He had extra movement. I just didn't want to put him on you.
That!
All right. I have line of sight to you. So you don't have cover. Do you want to move further down the staircase?
Yeah, if I can.
Yeah, move a couple steps further down the staircase. Not a lot, but a couple. There,
Yeah,
now I
okay.
don't have line of sight to you.
Okay.
Alright. You hear Rhino Boy heavily moving down the hallway, his shoulders and his elbows hitting parts of the wall as he's kind of finagling down the hallway towards you. You have never been this frightened, Bishop.
Yeah.
When you saw him and shot at him, and you saw the sparks fly off of some kind of armor underneath his clothing, the shotgun pointed at you. It looked like a railroad tunnel
Okay.
pointed right at you. And then he's going to make his way up the stairs and into here. And there.
I thought Red Eyes was Dead Eyes.
Oh, he totally is.
Yeah, so unless a zombie, we're back to zombies again.
The funny part is, you weren't at zombies the first time.
I was the one who said that the place wasn't haunted, and I was right. Because it's silly.
And that's them, so it is now Nate.
Did Nate ever see turquoise hair girl?
I don't think so.
Kind of like a perception.
I don't think so
bad at
either.
game, but
So make a perception check now. I don't think you did before, but she's getting into areas now that you might be able to see from your vantage point.
right. Plus, I might pierce her stealth or whatever.
Yes, you don't see her, but you do see something moving because it is dark. You do see something moving beyond the greenery at that wall down below.
Okay, and he knows at least 2 hostiles have been neutralized.
At least.
Correct. He will delay action until that movement becomes more visible or interactable.
Okay.
I have a plan, but not at this distance.
I have a plan. Bishop.
Okay, 1 second. This is what you hear, Frenchie, from...
He dropped a beat.
Yeah. Explain this staircase to me. Can I go around this way to get where Frenchie is?
No, because you're already down the stairs.
I have to go this way.
So, I'm trying to think of the best way to put it. Okay, so there's a door here.
Yeah.
Actually, we'll just say there's a door here. Okay?
Yeah.
And if you don't go down this door and you instead take these stairs down to the cellar.
Right.
If you take this door, which is on the first floor,
Right.
and go around to where Frenchie is, you can go
Go
up
up.
the stairs
Yeah.
to the second floor.
Yeah. So I'm going to, Jesus Christ, probably die right now, but I'm going to run, dash, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, past Frenchie, 8, 9, 10 is as far as I can go. It's the exact same spot if I go in a loop up the stairs. If, I don't step out and he shoots me to death. I'm basically trying to run, like I turned my mask off, I turned my lights off, it's dark and weird, and hopefully that's enough to get me past him.
You could just hide down in the cellar.
So you're gonna move out in the hallway and jump into that doorway?
Yeah, that's like shoulder tackle through it, whatever I gotta do.
As you jump out into the hallway, there is a roar of fire and flame that passes you with a slug that you feel move past you that feels like it must be the size of a cannonball. And you barely eke out of the way and dive into the doorway past it. Meaning he was waiting for you to come out and just missed.
Thank God. Thank God.
Yeah.
Out of my way, Frenchie. Out of my way, Frenchie. And then up the stairs. That's as far as I can make it.
Get out of my way, Bishop. I'm trying to line the shot.
Well, he didn't say he closed the door, so you have a better chance now.
Yep. I didn't. I go through that freaking door, did like a Captain Kirk roll, and then like squeeze past Frenchie, like get out of my way, and up the stairs.
And I assume that this right here is the door that leads to those exterior stairwell up to the third floor, up to the roof. That midnight.
So these are you talking about these?
Yes.
Yeah, those are the stairs. You actually have to come out onto the terrace, go around the corner, and up those stairs to get onto the roof. Yep.
Okay, so it would not be where I just placed that square.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll draw another square. Hold on a second. For the second floor, this is on the.
This is main floor.
Yeah. This is on the second floor, which I'll do in yellow. So there's this. Oh, nope. There's this. And this on the second floor, with this being a stairs as well. Up to the third floor.
Okay. Makes sense to me. Does that make sense to you, Jay? Because I might need some help.
I've been paying attention, but I wasn't looking at this side of the map because I was looking at my side. So what's
this
the
is
yellow
also
bullets?
so this is a turned version of the house that you are currently on. Jay is currently standing right here.
Let me zoom out.
On the third floor.
Midnight is currently standing here on the third floor, bottom right of the map. So
Okay, I see a ping now. Okay.
Yeah, when Midnight came to this building, he jumped across and landed here. Well, actually, on the edge here, and then climbed up and climbed up these stairs on the side because yellow is for the second story.
Yep,
and
I get you.
Yeah.
So this is really a 90-degree turned in a way.
Yes.
From our current vantage point. I understand now.
Correct.
I understand now.
Cool. All right, so Frenchie is going to just move. He's going to crouch and aim the assault rifle down the hallway of the open door and just wait for White Mask guy to round the corner to take the shot.
You have line of sight on him now.
I don't think I've got line of sight on the White Mask guy right now with the door right there.
From the top left of your square to the left of
I was using the same line of sight for Mark. That's why I had Mark move back. I mean, it's sketchy, but you could draw a line from this corner to this corner without it crossing anything.
Okay, well, if you're saying I've got line of sight on the White Mask guy, then
it means he also has line of sight, just to let you know.
That's fine. I gotta protect Bishop. He's got this ultimate magic card that's gonna bring in the monies. Either way, I'm going to crouch, brace for the shot, and attempt to take a breath, and then on the exhale, pull the trigger, attempting to take the shot at the White Mask guy. probably leaning to the side a little bit to get a slightly better angle. I'm. What's the distance for this one?
5,
3,
10, 15, 20.
20.
5, 10, 15, 20, yeah.
Okay, so that's still 15 to hit. All right. No luck. Okay, so 19 to hit. Assuming that hits, it'll be 21 points of damage to the white mask guy.
Did they actually come?
Yeah, a driver picked it up. He was
Okay.
very- he
As
said he
you're
said
and you're
so
still using your
sorry.
rifle.
Still using the assault rifle. It's the only weapon he has.
I threw my pizza away and waited. I hope it's cold.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it barely it is. And you do damage. You see the rifle shots rip across his jacket and his shirt, and you can see sparks fly from some areas, but enough denting between the plates of his armor that looks like he has either implanted or very close to his skin. It looks like they start to give way, and you can see a little bit of blood dribbling from around the edges.
Does he go down or is he still up?
No, he's not down.
Awesome. Okay.
Nate, it's you. Well, actually, no, it's not. It's me.
Yeah, you might want to. Yeah.
The funny part is, I have index cards I'm using for initiative, and I keep skipping over me.
And I
Alright.
keep noticing.
I don't see a problem here.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I don't see a problem here.
Here, chick chick bang. A 15 with a shotgun at this range hits. Sorry, Anthony.
I was expecting it.
Wow, not that much. I mean, it's still not great, but
My 10 armor means I'll take 6 points of damage and a blade again.
as a slug fired from the shotgun bounces off your shoulder, like shoving your shoulder back into the wall behind you, and you can see him. He has a wicked grin on his face. The white mask that he's wearing is his cyber neuro wear, and 2 cyber eyes.
Damn, that hurt.
And Jay, it's you, both because it's your turn and because the turquoise hair girl just came out into the open-ish. She's not super open-ish, but she's open-ish enough.
Within, like, more visible than before.
Yeah, but you can see her. You couldn't really see her before. You saw something moving behind the wall, but now you actually see her. She's quiet. You don't see any visible weapons on her. She's wearing some kind of band t-shirt and has like turquoise-ish hair, but it's obviously fashion wear hair because it shifts in colors slightly. Not glowing or anything, but it shifts in colors slightly as she moves. And she is currently up against the wall of that building, almost exactly where you were when this whole thing started.
Yeah.
Like where you first hid.
Well, since we know that it's interactable vocally, because that's what the original old man did with the group before, Nate is actually going to pop his head up and sort of hold his hands up. He's going to have his pistol like down by his waist so he can still get to it. But he's going to hold both his hands up as he's looking down at this person. And
Okay.
he's gonna talk to her.
All right.
He's going to say, "Hold on now, hold on. Don't you think maybe you're on the wrong side? Maybe you should join the winning team."
She stops dead in her tracks, and she's not sure where the voice came from because remember it's still pretty dark. And she's looking around at rooftops, and then finally sees you, and you can tell that her movements, she had been wary, but now she's like, you know, that stillness that a cat can get. She's staring up at you like that, and she says, "You're asking me to abandon my family? Would you?"
Hey, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to live. Maybe your family ain't worth keeping.
She gives you a quizzical look and says, "I feel sorry for any family you once had." Do you have an action?
He's gonna point down at the dead frickin' body that's still there unless it got up and walked away.
She can't see any bodies.
That's right, it's too dark.
It's too dark, and from her angle, he's laying on the stairs, which have like a dividing wall, and she can't see the guy that was the yellow hat that was sniped on the roof either.
Okay, he's gonna have like, I'm sure. Let me see if I can explain this. He's gonna try to climb down to the place, I guess, where Frenchie was before, holding his hand out. He's gonna put his pistol in his, I don't know, holster or whatever, and I kind of climb down slowly, holding his hand out toward her, like, "Hey, don't shoot, don't shoot." I just want to give that. I just want to talk motion. He's totally sincere about this, so she can empathic sense me or human perception me all she wants to, and it's going to be true. He just has no intention of shooting her, and if necessary, I'll make a roll or whatever.
So, can I make a suggestion?
Well, yeah.
Come down the stairs, because it'll allow you to use both of your hands up, versus trying to climb down the building that may or may not be falling apart with one hand.
Oh, the stairs connect to the balcony part. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought you said they were broken and didn't
No.
connect.
These stairs up here are the stairs you took to get to where you are.
Oh,
and they lead down to this balcony on the second floor.
Well, he's going to say, "Never mind my dumbass action," and he's going to do what you just said with the GM override, and I guess he'll put him there, or I don't know, there.
Anywhere, any of those three, you're fine on space.
Yeah. So I'll be there doing what I said and making a roll if you want.
Go ahead and make me. Are you trying to be diplomatic? I'm trying to think what you're trying to do.
He's trying to not be engaged in combat. He's trying to end the combat with her. He's trying to make sure that she realizes he's cool and that he only attacked people that were attacking him. And it's like, let's not fight. Let's just, let's be cool about this. He's not bribing her. He's not tricking her. He's being totally sincere about it.
Did he point out the bodies that were lying there?
Well, you said it wasn't practical because it was too dark. So
they can't. Yeah, she can't see them. But
that got reneged.
Okay. When she said family, it sounded like she meant family, not in the way that some people say family and mean my friends or the people that I grew up with. She meant family the way you would be talking about a parent or sibling.
Right, and now she's an only child. So, knowing Frenchie, the deadly medic that he does, as well as he does, she is going to be an only child very soon. So
one of the funniest parts to me, there's a movie called Hotel Artemis, where David Bautista plays a nurse, and it's Hotel Artemis is a hotel that criminals can pay for medical treatments with 100% anonymity. And so he plays essentially a nurse there, Dave Bautista, and somebody's trying to give him guff, and he says, "Do you see what this says? It says I'm a medical professional. It means I can." What did he say? Do you remember what he said, Anthony?
Like, I know all of the ways to heal you, and no, damn it, what is the quote?
Yeah,
I don't want to butcher the quotes.
Yeah, I don't either, because it's a really good quote. But as soon as Anthony started rolling up the numbers of the dead, that's exactly what I thought. I was like, wow, this guy's trauma team because he's putting people in trauma.
Yeah. Are you opposed to me just making a persuasion roll?
No, you can try.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my 4 luck, because I've only got 4. I'm going to use all of it on this one roll.
Okay.
So I guess it'll be 27.
Did you find it, Anthony?
Yeah, it says, hey, you see that badge? That means I'm a healthcare professional, but that knowledge goes both ways. So if you tell anyone, I will hunt you down and unheal the shit out of you.
That's right.
Nice.
Oh wow, nice roll. She seems wary, but as you're speaking to her, using calm tones, it seems that she is not, while still wary, she is not aggressive necessarily. She doesn't know where her family members are. She assumes they're inside, and she still hears, all of you still hear the roaring of gunfire from inside the building, but she's not sure where the rest of her family is. You get the feeling that once she finds that out, that might change.
She can see him.
But for the moment,
That's just mere speculation, though. That's in the
Yeah,
future.
and besides, she can see him once a year on Day of the Dead.
Who knows? She might like music. We haven't gotten that far yet. So
let
I
Anthony
guess-
come out first.
I guess my well, that depends on how far in the closet he is. I think my turn's probably done unless you want to keep talking.
No, I think your turn's done. Bishop.
Bishop continues up the stairs.
Okay, you're now on the second floor,
Right, so I need to go out to this terrace here.
which puts you next to midnight. And then are you going up the stairs?
No,
Hey, Bishop.
I am throwing myself on the ground here. Like, you see me come out the door, turn left, and then just do a Superman dive onto the floor. And then I scurry around on my side, and I got my pistol drawn, and I'm waiting at the door. I'm like drawing my pistol at the door.
When he does that, Midnight's just gonna say, "Don't mind him."
I don't think she can see me. There's a rail on the terrace, isn't there?
Yeah, but it's not very high.
Just in case.
Oh, okay.
Just
Yeah.
in case.
It's high enough that you laying on the ground in a fetal position, it hides you, but as you ran through, you
Right.
were pretty visible.
Right.
That and you have a glowing face.
No,
and
it's all turned off. I just said earlier I took it all off before I tried to run past him because I didn't want it to. I didn't want to help him at all.
All right, Frenchie, it's you.
Okay, so Dan, I might need your help for a second on this one.
Uh-huh.
Is there any square that Frenchie can get at that puts me 26 or greater feet away from White Mask? This is a little bit of gaming the system, but it's also because I don't quite understand this layout of this room. Obviously, that might be the furthest, but I don't think that gets me to 6 squares. Concur, and there's no other way I can make that work.
If you went up the stair,
Okay, so from that position, you're also out of line of sight.
Okay, yeah. So I'll just stay here. This is 20.
You would have
feet away.
to. You'd have to run. You can't get past him at this point.
Yeah, so I think I'm stuck with 20.
Yeah.
It was worth a shot to see. I assumed I was at 20, but I didn't know if there's any other way to make that work. But okay, at 20.
If you could get past him, but he's a huge guy standing right in the doorway, and you
It's
can
not
get
worth it.
here.
So I'm going to do a little bit of gambling on this one. This is going to be a gamble. This is either going to work really well or really, really, really badly. So as the shotgun goes off, I feel the slug hit Frenchie's shoulder. He reels back from the shot and then brings his arm back around. It braces the rifle on his forearm, raises it back up as White Mask is taking stock of what just happened, maybe reloading the shotgun, whatever happened in these 3 seconds. He is going to aim down the sights of the rifle directly at the center of the White Mask. So this is going to be an aimed shot for the head. This is going to be -8 to hit.
Huh.
If I hit, any of the damage that gets past his head armor is doubled.
Huh.
I'm going to be spending all 4 luck points that are left. So I'm going to be. So if he's 20 away, that means he is. Normally he's a 15 plus 8 means it's a 23 to hit him. I'm going to be rolling plus
Wait,
4 to this roll.
It's a 23 because normally it is a.
Normally it's a 15 to hit because it's 13 to 25.
He's not 13 to 25.
What is he?
He is 0 to 6. Because you are
0 to
5,
6
10,
meters,
15,
right?
20. Yeah. Because
So
you're
20 meters?
20 feet. No. Feet and meters. That's the problem. Right? So the table is 0
That's
to 6.
squares. The table should say squares. Okay. So if we are 0 to 6 squares.
So how I've been doing it is I've been taking the squares which we've traditionally used as 5 feet, and I've been converting them into yards and then roughly estimating or rounding to get to where the ranges you guys are at.
Okay, so then what range is he actually at?
He is at 0 to 6 meters from you right now because he
So
is
17.
5, 10, 15, 20 feet away.
Okay, so in that case, no longer worth it. Not doing the aim shot.
Yeah, when you said that, I was like, holy crap, an aim shot with a rifle from 15 feet away?
I thought it was 20 feet away. In
Look
which
at
case,
the balls on this guy.
Okay, said it was going to be a gamble. Not going to worth gambling that much.
Wait, I'm
Wait.
confused.
If you go
Why isn't
up
it-
one,
Why isn't
What do you-
15 better than 20 then?
For the rifle,
Yeah.
the rifle likes to be
Further away.
further
We have a
away.
minimum
So-
range? Is that what you're saying?
I'm too close.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So if you move up one, doesn't that get you where you need to be?
If he is anywhere between 0 yards and 6 yards, it's a 7. He has to hit a 17. So moving up closer to him is he could be right next to the guy, and it's going to be
No,
the same.
Up is far
He means
away from
literally up. He means literally
him.
up
Yeah,
one.
right there. That then makes him. Doesn't that make him 5 feet further away?
5, 10, 15.
It would be
20,
1 meter.
25.
meters.
25, which would still be.
Because 6 meters would be 18 feet.
I think we're starting to get.
Let's make this a
hear
little bit
this.
simpler. Every square is 2 meters.
Yeah, that's even better.
Every square is 2 meters. So in that case, I would be what?
So you're
One-
in the second one. You're 7 to 12.
So I'm in the 7 to 12. So that's normally 16, which takes it to 24. 18 to 24 would need a 6 or better to hit.
Yep.
I'm gonna try it for it. Why not? Why not? So I can still see him from this location, though.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so as I get hit with the shotgun shell, he's instead going to kind of scurry backwards on his feet to kind of put a little bit of distance, and then bring the rifle back up on the forearm, aim for the white mask. That's the easiest part to see in this kind of darkened room. Spend all 4 of the luck. On a 6 or better, I should hit. Whew, okay.
Hey, 6 or better. You hit.
So I hit. So I did 19 plus.
Crit.
Oh, this is going to get complicated now. It's because that's a crit as well. So that takes it to 24 to hit. And then however much damage gets through his head armor is doubled. 24
Yes.
damage.
24 minus his head armor times 2.
And plus he gets a complication, right?
And he'll get a critical injury, if
Yeah.
it matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably loses a tongue or something.
It's fine. It's 10:30. Yeah, the bullet hits him right below his white mask and his cheek. You see his head ratchet backwards with the speed of a moving truck, and he slams into the wall behind him and through it, collapsing in a heap halfway between the two, and does not move. The woman outside, Midnight, She, you can see the wetness on her face as she is crying, because there is a silence now that only means one thing. And she says, "I think I recognize you." And she turns around and runs back into the darkness.
Well, darn, I had a really witty thing to say to her, too.
Trying to convert the young daughter of a family you guys just completely mutilated.
Well, no, I had a choice. I
It-
was either going to say, hey, don't worry, we won't hurt you, or I was going to say, did you hear that sound? That's the sound of you being an only child now. But I was trying to decide which way I would go. Because Nate has different sides to him. He's a multifaceted kind of rocker boy. So I was trying to wait until like the last second to figure that out. But then she just took it away from me, so we'll never know.
Don't worry, there's other things she's planning on taking away from you.
Also, just FYI,
Right, I have an enemy now.
Daniel, if you want to move Whiteface between those two squares, just hold Alt and drag it.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, so everybody gets 80 IP. John makes his way upstairs, and he is upset because his house is a giant mess. But says that his boys will help him take care of that, hopefully, and that he will contact Bishop soon with the list of things that need to be changed. He wishes you guys well, but tells you it's too late to keep doing business, and tries to move the giant body that is stuck halfway through his walls, and asks you for help to get that outside before you guys leave.
He's got JR for that.
You're welcome.
JR doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, and we'll help him do that, and then of course we're going to loot the bodies. I'm sorry, we got to. Is there anything useful, valuable?
Okay, so there is a shotgun on Red, a sniper rifle on Yellow Hat, and I'm just going through different order of things.
Yep.
There is a heavy pistol, an assault rifle, and 2 grenades on Red Eyes.
There we go. There we go.
You find 5d6 credits, actual credits, not credits on credit sticks.
That's exploding, right?
No. So 18 actual creds, and Red Eyes has a cred stick with 600 credits. And what else?
And I will take the cred stick and immediately send 200 to Midnight and Frenchie.
Okay.
Oh, I just put in the chat. I just want the grenades. You can keep the money.
No, I mean, no, you stuck your neck out too. Everybody gets 200 credits.
Okay.
And you can see that on Biggin, his armor was mostly implanted. Red Eye actually has a set of nicer armor, but much of it is damaged now. It's going to take a little bit to peel it off of him if that's what you want to do. That's all you guys find of loot.
Okay.
As you exit the building, you get a phone call, Bishop, on your agent.
Okay.
And appearing as the small hologram in the glass area of your agent, you see a familiar mask, top hat, and white magician's gloves dancing around, and he says, "Congratulations, you've achieved step 1. Our fans are really gonna love this one. You took out the heads of the Leaded Five.
What?
You'll note that each of you has a slightly smaller bulge in your account. Wink. You can see that the comedy face winks. And each of you has received 900 credits in your accounts.
Yay.
He says, now you just need to take that card to the new owner, and passes you a set of coordinates that you realize is, because you guys know the map so well, is in the Stretch, which is an area almost smack dab in the middle of Lumens Nouveau that is mostly like Silicon Valley. It's mostly like pop-up companies and smaller companies that just need real estate to do inventing and research and development and that kind of stuff. Otherwise known as nerds.
Nerds.
Great. Do we need to? Are we going? Yeah. What are we? Can we just say we're making our way back to the boat as stealthily as possible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that you guys kind of know the route, you take your way back stealthily as possible. I believe some of you are injured though, so make sure to keep that in mind. And that's where we're going to stop it for tonight. Next episode will be the playing of the card. And I'm hoping that we'll be able to do that next Tuesday. I know that Frenchie won't be here, but we'll do what we can, and
who's gonna murder everyone?
He'll only do a little bit. He'll only die on a little bit on the inside.
Does Frenchie have an alternate? Or no, we already decided that Tuesday was better than Thursday, so it's not like we can just switch.
Yeah, no.
Mark and I already have some on Thursday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if that was already finalized or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do my best. I'm right now. I'm at a 50-50 on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday.
Well, let me know. I've been talking to Anthony about some other stuff, but we hang out after we drop the stream, and we can go over a schedule with you guys. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for playing. I hope you had fun. This has been CyberPunk Red. Go ahead, Mark.
All right, thanks for watching, everybody. As always, if you would like to support us, you can do so on email by sending us likes and becoming a fan. Thank you, Blacksmith, for the likes. Thanks for becoming a fan, Rush. And on Twitch, you can click the follow button. If you're able to, make sure you click that subscribe button to become one of our rock stars. On YouTube, click the like, subscribe, and of course, hit the bell icon to be notified when we upload content, which is almost every single day of the week, Monday through Friday. And last but not least, you can head to our Patreon page at patreon.com/gamersledge, where you can get your name on every single show that we do for as little as $1 a month. Just like the fine folks scrolling up across the screen right now, just to the right of me. As always, Daniel has a new shirt on our merch page, so you should go and check that out. That's bit.ly/gamersledgemerch. It's all one word, bit.ly/gamersledgemerch. And that's going to do it for us tonight. Thanks for watching. We will see you next time. And until then, game on.
Game on.